Here are the top 5 mysteriously unexplained photos. At number 5, we have the Spectre of Newby Church. Now this photograph was taken in 1963 by Reverend Lord at Newby Church in North Yorkshire, England. It's been a very controversial photo because it's just too good. The Reverend was taking a photo of the altar and was adamant there was nothing there. However, when developed, a ghostly monk-like figure appeared, as you can see in the photograph. The shroud face and the way it looks directly into the camera makes it look like it was posed, yet supposedly the photo has been scrutinised by experts that say the image is not the result of double exposure. At number 4, we have the pyramid on the moon. This photograph was taken by Apollo 17 near the Geophone Rock during the last flight to the moon, and it was listed as a blank in the Apollo 17 photographic index. Now at first glance you can see why, as this photo certainly suffers from extreme light exposure and noise issues, but when the contrast was adjusted, pyramid-like structures were revealed. The fact that NASA listed the photo as blank is certainly intriguing, as this famous photo is still widely discussed today by scientists and believers of unearthly visitors. At number 3, we have the Phoenix Lights. On the 13th of March 1997, a series of unidentified flying objects were seen by thousands of people in the skies of Arizona and Nevada in the US and Sonora, Mexico. There were allegedly 2 distinct events which involved the incident. The first was a triangular formation light seen passing over the state, and the second was a series of stationary lights seen in the Phoenix area. These objects became known as the Phoenix Lights. However, the United States Air Force has identified the second group of lights as flares dropped by aircraft that were on a training exercise at the Barry Goldwater Ranch in southwest Arizona. But what were the first set of lights? To this day, nobody knows. At number 2, we have the Dyatlov Pass incident. In 1959, a group of 9 experienced Soviet mountaineers died mysteriously in the Ural Mountains. The photo you can see was taken by the rescue crew. According to the rescuers, the hikers ripped open their tent and ran out barefoot into the snow trying to escape from something. Curiously, upon investigation of their footprints, it was suggested that the hikers had been moving in single file. 6 of the hikers died of hypothermia, 2 died of major chest fractures, and 1 hiker suffered severe head injuries. Alarmingly, he was also missing his tongue. If that wasn't strange enough, the clothing worn by the hikers was suddenly highly radioactive. At number 1, we have the Mary Reeser incident. On the 1st of July 1951, Mary Reeser's body was found burnt to a crisp. When she hadn't answered her door for a parcel delivery and the deliverer found the doorknob to be boiling hot, Mary's neighbour asked some construction builders to break in. Upon investigation, the apartment was found to be unusually warm, even though some of the windows were open. Other than a few charred remnants in one corner, the apartment was completely undisturbed, with no signs of a break-in. Upon closer examination, they found a woman's left foot still wearing a slipper in the ashes. Some sources also say a shrunken human skull was found. That was all that was left of Mary Reeser. To this day, the FBI report remains unclear. They say that it was Mrs. Reeser's own body fat which provided the fuel for the fire that consumed her. The FBI said there was no spontaneous human combustion, nor was her death caused by lightning or chemicals.